Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy these videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We've got quite a few things to cover off today, so let's get right into it. So Ripple is proposing a new XRP ledger tools for smart contracts. So there is innovation coming. I mean, there's always innovation coming when it comes to, blockchain companies as complex as the Ripple's mission is. And so more tools and more things are coming along to assist. And it's more specifically said that the vision is that each sidechain would work on its own blockchain. And it's all about increasing the speed, increasing how quickly things happen. So very, very fascinating to watch this unfold. And I don't get too technical on the technology side of things. I look more for the features and benefits and talk about that. But always great to see a company that is, always looking at doing better and improving upon what it already has, which, it has over 150 plus banks already. But compared to Swift, there's still a long, long, long way to go. Now, when you talk to experts and get expert advice, generally you'll find that the expert advice is quite conservative. And so in Investor Place, what they said this week was that if you are interested in Ripple and you're looking to invest in Ripple, you would be better off waiting until the investigation with the SEC is over, until the lawsuit is done and dusted. And of course, by all means, that is smart, right? But by then, you're getting in at the top end of town. You're getting in at right at the top of the price. And if we remember back in 2017, 2018, what occurred is that people bought Ripple at $3.30 and still hold it today. Some of the followers on the channel follow it. And by the way, thank you so much for the feedback about last night's video that went live about, speaking live at a live event. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And it was really interesting to see that some of you thought I was younger. So I appreciate all the feedback. Was really, really happy to see that. And I want to thank you all for the support that you show the channel. But going back to what financial advisors and what they say to you, I don't disagree with the strategy. I don't disagree that in an ideal world you just wait until the lawsuit finishes and then you get in. And always, look, I'm not a financial advisor and it's not financial advice, but to risk getting in now before the lawsuit finishes, there are rewards and there are risks. And we want to point that out, right? It's not, anything can happen in court, but I want to make sure that you guys are aware that generally professional advice is quite conservative, and sometimes that conservative nature can really come back to bite you because, missing out on an opportunity. So in Australia, we've got a long weekend. In Adelaide, we have a long weekend coming up. I'm pretty sure it's all of Australia's got a long weekend coming up, but don't waste a long weekend just doing stupid stuff, right? Learn something new, research, get better, find a particular thing that you want to get better at when it comes to cryptocurrency and do that this weekend, right? Don't waste it. I like, what Joker, Crypto Joker 12 is doing here and the kind of charts that he's making. I wish it was going to be this straightforward. It may end up being this straightforward, but we are in for one hell of a ride, and it is coming, and it is very, very exciting to see this happen. French and Swiss central banks to trial wholesale digital currency. So we know that we know that the French government is pro XRP, is pro Ripple, and it's going to be rolling out, and this is going to be very, very exciting to watch this unfold. And I will be keeping you on the channel up to date as soon as information like this comes around, because I think June, July, perhaps even August, the information will come out from the European Union, and I think when the Bank of France starts to pilot the CBDCs and really roll it out, it'll be very, very fascinating to see how that goes. Still, we've noticed that some of them from our research, SEC still doesn't want to hand over the BTC and ETH documents. And it's becoming laughable at the moment, from a case point of view, right? Like this thing's meant to be over. There's so many reasons for this case to be over, and we're just patiently waiting. And I feel for you in the comments, that patience is running out, because it can seem like it's dragging forever and it's getting really, really frustrating. So, yeah, I understand where you guys are coming from, and I think, you know, they're playing a game that they can't win. You know, the SEC cannot win this. So I'm really, really looking forward to the day where this thing is behind us. I think we will see the price action move towards 90, bounce back to 87, and then push forward to 92 cents in the next couple of hours. So it'll be very, very fascinating to watch this unfold as we push forward. So, but I'll bring you more charts as in a few moments. It's very, very fascinating as well that cryptocurrencies are now coming to retirement plans as Coinbase teams up with 4OK provider. So this again is all about mass adoption, right? So this isn't necessarily a news in regards to XRP Ripple. This is a news just in regards to the mass adoption of blockchain and crypto, and, you know, crypto coming into 401k providers. Crypto becoming available to financial advisors will be huge, and I think this is just a great sign and another sign that mass adoption is coming, and we are in, for you in America, a massive summer, and for us in Australia, an incredible winter of growth in the industry. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. This is another way of looking at that particular chart that Joker had made recently. You know, he was mentioning about, you know, going straight to 9. I think what we'll do is we will, you know, break 330, go to 5. For me, that's probably the realistic one at the moment. And then when we get to 5, come back down, not 3, but, you know, like 290, 280, and then go sideways for a little bit and then push forward in the following months. But we're in for a massive summer. Super, super, super exciting. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what Atani's telling us. Alright, so we're back inside Atani, and from the daily chart, what we're looking at here is we're looking again at the MACD, we're looking at the RSI. Inside the Bollinger, we can see that the Bollinger Band, we're sitting almost towards the end, but the volume just isn't there, and that's the critical part. So we need to really, really keep an eye out on where we're going over the next couple of hours. I think the next 12 to 24 hours are going to be crucial in volume to make sure that we get a very, very clear understanding of where we're going and how we're going to get there. But from a MACD point of view on the daily, it is looking bullish. So there is a bullish segment. On the hourly, you know, we did have a nice move, but we're sort of sitting like in a window at the moment. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we have gone back into bullish segment with an RSI sitting roughly in the middle, but there isn't a lot of volume, right? Now, when I say there isn't a lot of volume, I'll go back to the 4 hour just quickly. The window, how big the Bollinger Band is very narrow, which means that the volume, it's not that, there's not that much volume, right? But if we look over here, look how big that one was. That's a lot of volume over there. So we're kind of sitting in this window right now, and you know, it is still in a bullish segment. So on the 12 hourly, when we jump into that, they're completely, I mean, they look side by side. Like, you cannot even tell whether the MACD is on a bullish or bearish. However, let's jump into daily, and on the daily, it is still in a bullish segment. So for me, if we drop, we'll probably drop to about 77, maybe go back down to 74. But like I said earlier, I don't think we're going to see the 60 cents that we saw. And I think that's a really, really important point to mention, because I know a lot of people were waiting for that, and were waiting for the 60 cents, and they've put in buy orders. And it happens every time, right? So it happens purely out of greed. People want to get the very best price, and will risk it all just to get the best price. And I'm not financial advice, it's not financial advice. But let's jump into some charts. Let's see what the drawings tell us. Okay, so we're back inside the drawings, and what I can tell you from here is that I want to mention this because, you know, it has been brought up. You know, like, people have been mentioning, all right, well, can we go to 40 cents? Is it possible to go to 40 cents? And I'm showing you this, but I don't think this is going to happen at all. I mean, the only way that I can see this happening is that some kind of major news comes out, like, you know, Bitcoin has been banned, I don't know, like some country. Like, you know, then that would be the case, right? But to think that you're going to get yourself the chance or the opportunity to get 40 cents again, I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think what we can see is a move to $1, back down to 90 cents, and then push to 160, and then go and push forward, you know, towards the 330s and beyond. Now, I wanted to bring you this, you know, because it is a possibility, but the chances of this is extremely low. I think This is, to me, makes more sense. So we're going to be around here for a little bit, a couple more days, so probably anywhere between 3 or 4 days, just hovering around $1.90, $1.90, and just barely getting into $1, and then they're gonna come back down to 90 cents and hop around here for a little bit before going crazy and then push into a $1.40 and then beyond, and then as we can see, $2.40 and then up and away we go. So from a formation point of view, I think, if we go over here, I can say, we will go to 240, retest at about, $1.60, $1.70, maybe even touch $1.50 for a little bit, break to 340, come back down to around $2.30, somewhere around there, $2.50, depends really how it occurs, and then wave 3 get us into $4.30, $5 and beyond. So that to me makes perfect sense from a price movement point of view, and of course the market, it will never be straightforward, right? If the market was straightforward, we'd all be traders, everyone would be trading, and it would be straightforward. So is there an opportunity to break towards 60 cents? Yes, the opportunity is still there to break into 60 cents. However, I don't think that's going to be the case at all. I think we're going to go to $1, back to 90 cents, and then push forward and go further with it. So an interesting time at the moment, but I think we will just simply be trading sideways for a little bit before we break out and start to go to the moon. Now, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.